Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week we're joined by Brandon and Nate to play some cEDH.
This video is brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off to help support the show.
And take us out on Patreon to support us directly and get awesome extra perks like access to the only Cam's episode where I just drafted Tarkir Dragonstorm.
So we have Brandon on Perplexing KINNAN. Nate is on Magda. It's dwarfing time. I'm on ROGRAKH Turbo time, and Cam is on ETALI, Dan Vega's Mega Money Quiz.
Don't swear! What kind of game show have you seen that has swearing? Begin!
Everyone have a hand?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. I have a pregame. Here's the Gemstone Caverns, and I'll pitch this Brain Freeze. I can't even win with Brain Freeze anymore, so I'm not a threat.
I'll draw. Mana Confluence, Lotus Petal, take one from the Mana Confluence for Atlanta World. Down to 39, and it's a go.
I'm so confused with Brandon playing Tyler's deck.
So Ken's on. I'll exile Swinging Spirit Guide. We'll play Magda, and I'll pass.
Draw a card. Cast ROGRAKH. Phyrexian Tower, Mana Vault, Rhystic Study. Pass my turn.
At the beginning of my upkeep, I'm going to change my playmat because I just realized I'm playing chunky without the chunky playmat. Now we're back to normal, and I'll draw a card for my turn. Misty Rainforest, and I'll fetch out a Taiga. Flint Horn Elf, 39.
Rhystic Study.
Yeah, take it away.
Draw one card.
Pass the turn.
Draw. Wood of Foothills, crack the Wood of Foothills, go down to 38. Find a drop, cast KINNAN, and pray for this Rhystic Study. Also go.
I will draw. Command Beacon is my land for turn. Go to combat. Come at you, Dylan. Magda trigger.
I'll take 2. 38.
Pass.
Untap. And draw. Take damage from Mana Vault. 37. Marsh Flats. Wishclaw Talisman. Pass my turn.
Wish enemies. Here's an Ancient Tomb. Tap Ancient Tomb for 2. Felwar Stone going down to 37.
Rhystic Study.
Pay for Rhystic Study. Now that I feel good about myself, I'll pass.
Draw for turn. Bolt myself for the Sulfuric Springs down to 34. What would Tyler do? Confluence down to 33. Polywog Prodigy. Pay for the Rhystic. We'll stack this Lotus Petal Enduring Vitality, and I will pay for Rhystic. I'll get an Evolve and say go.
Upkeep. I will draw. Go combat. Dylan, we're still coming at you.
Go to 35.
Trigger. I'll pass.
I'll fetch in your end step. Go to 34. Find Undercity Sewers and get a Surveil. I will mill over this Mystical Tutor. Draw a card. Go to 33 from the Mana Vault when I draw this card. I'm going to cast Stock Up.
Yay!
Oh.
Yep, these go on the bottom. Play Flooded Strand. Pass my turn. Okay, so I'm not sure if Stock Up is good in cEDH, but it found me a land drop, and if I remember correctly, I think like a little bit of protection or something, which is like kind of what I need when I'm not exactly ready to win. Theoretically, I have the Wishclaw. I could try to maybe push for some sort of Necropotence thing. I don't have enough mana. I'm going to miss my land drop. I don't think that's the right move to do right now, but that is kind of the ROGRAKH window is turn 3. So I'm a little nervous to miss my window, but with Rhystic Study out, Wishclaw out, and a Resolve Stock Up to help me keep hitting my land drops, I feel okay.
Yeah, I feel like you are probably the second most threatening player right now and only held back by the fact that you don't have enough mana to do everything you want to do, whereas Brandon has the Enduring Vitality out, now a card advantage engine that is actually okay now that the Polywog Prodigy has evolved, yeah, and probably followed by Nate and then me. But
you're going to tell them you're not the threat. They're not playing the game.
I'm sorry.
Get a draw. Bloodstained Mire, losing 2 life, going to 35. Wandering Archaic.
Oh, brother. Rhystic Study trigger.
I'll crack Bloodstained Mire to 34. Find a snow-covered mountain that I'll use to pay for Rhystic Study. Pass the turn.
There goes my window. Wandering Archaic is really good.
This card has really changed how I play Chunky and has made me feel much better about going into the late game, which this game clearly is going into.
Draw. Sylvan Library.
Rhystic Study.
Pay for it. I'll pass.
Upkeep. I'll draw. Flywheel Racer.
Rhystic Study.
You may draw.
Draw one card.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. And lose one from Mana Vault. 32. City of Brass is my land for turn. Pass turn.
Get a draw. Going down to 32. Eternal Witness. Paying for Rhystic Study right here. Misty Rainforest back in my hand, and I'll play it as my land for turn. I'm so creative, guys. Did you hear me call it Misty Rainforest?
Really
Whoa,
funny.
that was
Really
redundant.
funny.
I will pass.
And end step. Put a KINNAN activation on the stack. I'm going to pick Valley Flood Caller. Go to my turn. Sylvan Library. I could have taken 8, 25. I'm going to cast a Rhystic Study. Flood Caller trigger and a Rhystic Study. I'll pay for the Rhystic with the extra blue.
I'm going to cast Pyroblast, targeting Valley Flood Caller to destroy it.
And then there's a Wandering Archaic trigger
That I won't pay for.
Since Dylan's not paying for it, I will have targeting the frog.
So Wandering Archaic, when it makes a copy of the Red Blast, I have to choose the same mode that has already been chosen. So I would love to counter this Rhystic Study, so I can't, which is why my target is going to be Brandon's other card advantage engine in play.
There is a world where I'm supposed to counter this Rhystic Study instead, and then just have Cam send another Red Blast at it to make sure it doesn't resolve, but I kind of want to make sure that Brandon loses some permanence instead, and since I can't beat the Wandering Archaic yet, I kind of just want to like be on your side for a little bit.
Yeah, this kind of allows us to set up a 2-for-1 with your Red Blast to really slow Brandon down a lot more than just like a regular 1-for-1 situation would be. That would technically put you guys still both like down on cards.
Copy resolves. Draw my card?
Yep.
That can also resolve. The Ristic Study?
It's good with me, I suppose.
Box, Opal.
A Ristic Study trigger.
I'll pay for this. Cast Transmute Artifact. Not pay for Ristic, but I will pay for Wandering Archaic.
Cast Mindbreak Trap.
Wandering Archaic trigger.
Not pay for that Wandering Archaic trigger. The Ristic I will pay for with this Undercity Sewers.
You guys suck.
Cool. 2 Mindbreak traps on this Transmute Artifact.
It's so gone, and I'll pass.
End of your turn, I'm going to crew.
Nice.
I will draw Mountain, crew the vehicle. So this goes to 4. Professional Facebreaker.
There's 2 Ristic Studies.
Go to combat. Coming at you, Dylan. Into the Flood Maw, losing a life, going to 31. The Professional Facebreaker. Wander Archaic trigger.
There's also the Ristic.
Flooded Strand Crack here to 30. Underground Sea. Pay for the Ristic Study like this. And I won't pay for the Wandering Archaic.
Copy of Into the Flood Maw being targeting Kinnan.
I'm gonna add green, and it gets bounced.
Into the Flood Maw on the Professional Facebreaker. Fire Blast it.
Ristic.
Both draw.
Wandering Archaic trigger. I will not make a copy of it.
I'm passing on this. Yeah, I'll block. Sure. I'll put him back in the command zone. Pass my turn.
This seems like a lot to do right now, but very quickly, my focus shifts from Kinnan to Magda. As soon as Magda is about to get 5 treasures, I feel like I just can't let that happen, right? Like I just have to stop that.
How often do you, the ROG side player, have to be the control player at the table?
I know, right? But it makes sense why Nate's attacking me to make me like kind of forced to lose my ROGRAKH to block here, because if he gets the 5 treasures, that means that he can just go find what, Godpharaoh statue, right?
Yeah, Godpharaoh statue, which means that you can't win.
He could find something that could probably win the game. For me, it's Godpharaoh statue. Just the fact that you can, whenever you want, go and get that. How do I come back from that?
Yeah.
Untap, draw card. Ragavan, pay for Ristic Study. ROGRAKH, I won't pay for that Ristic Study. Oh, I also took 1 life from Mana Vault on my draw step to 29. Pass turn.
On your end step, then, I'll go to 31 and fetch with this Misty. Commercial District. All right, here we go. Bin, Disciple of Frailes. Go to my turn. Get a draw. Wooded Foothills. Losing 2 life, go to 29. That's a chunky.
Ristic Study trigger.
You both get them. Cast Rite of Flame, Talisman, and Mopal. The artifact that I'm going to destroy is Wishclaw Talisman.
Ristics.
Of course not.
Whoop. Destroyed.
Heat Shimmer, targeting ETALI.
Ristic.
You guys get draws for them, yeah.
I'll cast Deadly Relic targeting ETALI.
Ristic.
You can draw.
Do you want to make a Wandering Archaic copy?
I can't pay. Yeah, you can get it.
I'm going to hit the Enduring Vitality.
Gone forever.
ETALI gets put back to the command zone, and then Heat Shimmer gets fucked up. Pass the turn.
In end step, I'm gonna take a point of damage. Go down 24. Channel Beseiju, targeting Ristic Study.
It destroys, and I'll go search for a land with a basic land type. Badlands.
Let's untap. Draw 3 from the Sylvan Library. Yeah, I'll go 16. Kinnan. Plan Ancient Tomb is my land for turn. I'll take 2 down to 14. Mana Vaults. Seedborn Muse. Move to end step.
Chain of Vapor. I'm going to send my Chain of Vapor at Seedborn Muse. I'm not going to pay for Ristic. I'm not going to pay for the Wandering Archaic.
Copy targeting the Magda.
Results. Would you like to copy?
Nope. All right, cool. No copy. Discarding 6 lands, Void Winnower, and Worldly Tutor.
Untap. Upkeep. I will draw. Play to Ancient 2 as my land for turn. Cat Magda. You may draw. Crew the vehicle. I have a trigger. I'm going to send everything at Brandon.
Yeah, I'll take 5. I'll go to 9.
Go to 6 treasures. I'll take 2 going to 38. Glowing. Dwarf. Emissary.
Ristic.
I will pay. I will pass turn. Cast Vampiric Tutor in Nate's end step.
Oh, can I have a Vampiric Tutor?
Yes.
Ristic.
Yes.
I'd like to respond to my Vampiric Tutor and 28.
2 Vampiric Tutors on the stack.
I'm down to 26.
Go to 27. Here's the card. I will go to my turn. Untap. Go down to 26. Draw for turn. Bloodstain Mire. I'll go to combat. Brandon, I'll come at you with my Ragavan.
I'll take 2 down to 7.
Trigger.
Fierce Guardianship.
It's going to pass. I'm going to get rid of Rite of Flame.
I just want to remind real quick that Magda has 6 treasures right now. Just a reminder from before that Nate can at any point find Godpharaoh statue or, I don't know, Trinisphere, some fucking nonsense that can stop me, which is why I'm not going for anything here. I'm just going to pass the turn and, I don't know, hope an opportunity comes up later.
Yeah, it's a very scary situation because he can even go for like Roaming Throne, and then because he has a vehicle to crew, like he can
we're just like dead, right?
Yeah, he can just like start to really build stuff back up.
I'll draw. Losing 2 life, go to 24 and say, that's a chunky.
Ristic.
You get to draw.
Put an activation on the stack.
That's an opportunity, maybe. That the activation has begun. Now I can do something.
Crack my Bloodstain Mire now. 25. Born Upon the Wind.
May I have a copy of Born Upon the Wind?
Yes.
There's a Ristic.
Yep, you got it.
Then I have a Born Upon the Wind.
Yep.
I draw for Born Upon the Wind. In response to Born Upon the Wind, I'm going to pitch Simian Spirit Guide for a red, and I'll cast Defense Grid.
Ristic.
You may draw. Defense Grid.
Yep.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Are you fucking kidding?
What are the odds? Like, that's it. Those are the cards in your hands? Spells that are relevant?
That's what
That's ridiculous.
Hopefully now I can just get my shit through.
My Born Upon the Wind. Draw.
And then Magda activation.
We're going guard there. Statue.
Never mind. All right, window gone.
The ETALI ETB trigger happens. I found a curse mirror that I won't be able to cast.
Taxing probe.
Board.
I can't cast anything as a God Pharaoh statue, so pass the turn.
I don't feel good passing the turn. Now that God Pharaoh statue is out.
Yeah, and you drew everyone 100 cards.
drew everyone 6
Yeah, I don't feel good either.
There's a defense grid.
Untap. I don't untap this thing. I'm gonna look at the top 3. I'm just gonna draw 1, take 1 down to 6. Yavimaya Coast. 2 damage to me down to 4. Hazoret the Seeker.
The card I drew off of Born was Force of Will. If we were in a tournament, I would say, hey, Nate, can you not make more than 4 treasures on your next turn or I won't counter this?
Only go to 4 treasures on my turn.
Yeah. I should have said don't make any treasures for like the whole next turn cycle because he could just win at instant speed.
Force of Will. Pitch Windfall to it. 24. Sorry, I have to pay 2 for God Pharaohs, and then I have to pay 3, losing 1 from City Brass to 23 for the defense grid.
And there's a Risk Study.
Have the draw.
There's a Wandering Archaic copy that I'm also pointing at the Tezzeret.
The Wandering Arcade copy will counter my Tezzeret.
My Force Fizzles, technically.
All right, I'm gonna discard Consecrated Sphinx, Bird's Paradise, Moonsnare Prototype, copy Artifact, Seedborn Muse.
I'll make a treasure. Unset. Upkeep. I will draw. Taking 2, 36. Cast Rolling Throw. I'll go up 1 because it's a historic spell.
There's a Ristic Study trigger on that.
Trigger, I draw. Good combat. Attack. Brandon.
Take it, go to 2.
Is Roaming Throne a dwarf?
Oh, yes.
I guess I should have said don't make more than 4 treasures the whole next turn cycle.
Probably should have, but you didn't.
I just said.
Those might have been the words you wanted, yeah.
Yeah, I should have said different words there. Okay.
I make a treasure. I'll pass it through. Everybody loses 1.
Down to 23.
I'm at 1.
Untap, upkeep, draw, pick 1 from the mana vault. Scalding Tarn is my land for turn. Cam, you want to let me in with Ragavan and see if I get something?
I'll take that deal.
Cam, I'll attack you for 2.
21. Found Veil of Summer.
I'm going to put Demonic Council on the stack. It's delirious.
Ristic.
Copy on the stack.
I'm not paying for shit.
I'm not going to copy this.
Okay.
I'm going to crew the vehicle. Trigger, so I get 2 treasures. I'm going to put an activation on the stack. I guess I can't really tell you guys like what I have to think about.
Clock's in his hand.
Clock's
in his
Thank you,
hand.
Cameron. You just figured this puzzle out.
Clock's in his hand.
All right, so I get Life Crafter Engine. It names dwarves. Crew the vehicle that's already crewed. So I'll get 2 treasures. Do that again. Do it again. Go to 6. Activate. Unlicensed Herd.
I have Wishclaw and Stock Up, which are both the only sorceries and artifacts in my graveyard.
So I will do that. Okay, to go to 3 treasures.
I guess I'll respond to that. Sack the ROGRAKH for black.
So I get 3 treasures, up to 3. Float a red, go to 5 treasures, sack, search again. Just gonna get Agatha's and exile the Ristic Study. Trigger, I'm gonna put this on Magda.
My Demonic Council's on the stack.
Would you like a demon out of your deck?
I would love a free shuffle. Fail to find, obviously. Here's a Necro Dominance.
Ristic.
You can draw.
Did you pay the extra you had to pay?
Right. Here's the 1 and a sacking of Scalding Tarn. 2. I'll go to 19 off of those lands. Blood Crypt that I'll pay to shock into 17. Pay 10 life and go to 7. And draw 10 cards in my end step. Discard Exile, Imperial Seal, Defense Grid, Infernal Plunge, Misty, Cabal, Mox Amber, Felwar Stone, Arcane Signet. Pass my turn.
Kind of nice for me and Brandon that Nate went all in on the stop your graveyard from being able to Demonic Council plan. Because I feel like that kind of frees us up then going into this next turn.
Yeah, I wonder if Demonic Council should just be Grim Tutor. That would have been nice if that could just like resolve and search me or something.
Get a draw. Spire Garden for Rexian, so I'll lose 4 life. I'm gonna flip Chunky. We have a Chunky Shirt Record. I'm gonna move to combat. I'm going to send Chunky Shirt Record down at Nate, and I'm going to swing 7 power over at Dylan.
I believe I went to exactly 7. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, I have to pass and just hope and pray. Fingers crossed.
All right, watch this. Untap. I'm gonna tap my Mana Confluence and take 1 and die.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. How the hell did that happen?
How the hell did that happen?
So after all of that, I go to exactly 7 off of Necro Dominance, not realizing that you have 7 power worth of creature on board and forgetting that ETALI can flip into a one-shotting infect killer and he just kills Magda and me. Nate and me are both dead right away. And Brandon, I thought he would have had enough, but being at only 1 life, he just like didn't have enough resources to actually make a win.
I think actually being able to wipe a lot of his creatures away, like stopped him from being able to use Enduring Vitality to snowball KINNAN and get like a bunch of activations. I think he honestly only got the one to get the Valley Flood Caller, and then we really got to
We
stop
stopped
it.
the Tezzeret, we stopped the Transmute artifact, we just had enough interaction for him before he was able to put something together.
Thank God for combat damage in the backside of Chunky.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon, like our $100 patron.
Eli the Magic Guy, David Newman, Pat Fire, Spengler, Demetrius Clark, Larceny Roars, Your Boy Blue, Sparky B, Zunon, Insomnia, SC Phillip, Olden Groompi, Gecko21, Caleb Ritchie, Zach Hartley, Reactive, Sean in the Ice, Gare Bear Garrett, Luke Cook, Joshua Day, Demon of Rosgrees, Peter Stewart, Corner Wild, Uncle Butts, Nick Foles Goto 9, Kawaja A. Hamid, Lauren Connell, Scott Hawk, and Baby Jeebus.
If you want to pick up any of our merch, you can do that at playtowinmtg.com.
Thank you, Dragon Shoe, for supporting the show. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at our affiliate link down below for 5% off.
You can follow us on social media for more content.
Thank you for watching.
See you next time.
Can you talk about our $50 patrons?
Ryan Ward,
Dan the Man,
Deadbeat Scott,
Ghost Stories,
Sarcastic,
Roy Turner,
Bill Bob,
Mystic Muffin Man,
Zachary Coulson, Mace the Ace,
Dalton Poti,
Justin,
Man Solo,
Jan Wildfang,
Thomas Bueno,
and David Nelson.
Thanks, y'all.